Yes. So, okay, Bangalore, please stand together. Oh, God. We're going to huge time for Bangalore. Awesome, amazing, amazing. And other cities, please. Yes, please. From Kerala. Yeah, let's welcome Kerala. Okay, yeah, 50 sorry from Gujarat, right? Awesome, Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad also we are Gandhi Nagar in the room. So did I miss out on any other city? Coimbatore! Goa! From Hyderabad, yes, because from Hyderabad to Vijay. Hyderabad again, Salim from Hyderabad, awesome, wonderful. So we see that the diversity in the room which we have got. Yeah. There's one thing which is common with all of us, and that's one thing which has got us over here today in the morning. From so many miles ahead. That uh, common bond is something which this thread called Think and Grow which has touched our lives. Something which has really moved in our life. That's what has gotten something which is common with all of us. Do you all agree with this? Yeah, yeah. So let's give a. I mean, this is going to be something relearning for me. So if I ask you that, type in the comment box. Awesome. So please don't. That would be coming as natural to me, but please bear with me because that is there as subconsciously we have been programmed this way. But yes, I am reprogramming again my old paradigm. That turn to your partner, give them a high five and say, I can think and grow rich. Yeah, this is the new thing which we have to learn. I mean, not new thing, but the thing which we have forgotten in the online space, right? Awesome, super, wonderful. So at the back, if you can be, there's empty space, are you comfortable over there? Everyone's comfortable? Okay, awesome. So why don't you also join? Yeah, please come. So the way we have structured this is, I mean, I was thinking that how do we want to get this structure? We got one day over here. Yeah, let's welcome Tilak Babu and yeah, Santosh also. They have been doing this for the rest of the time. And of course, how can you not forget our the local Chennai? Let's say really for you. Awesome. So I was just thinking, how do we structure this entire day, and how do I add maximum value to your precious time and your attention which you're going to give to this particular day? So it's going to be a mix. Many of us know each other on the Zoom platform and as a part of the community. Many of you don't know. By the way, how many of you are not a part of the community as yet? Please raise your show of hands. Okay, many of you, right? So you know, you might find that something is different with the people in the community. Something is different. You find that element. Do we all agree with this? People in the community, yes. There's something is different within us that there we are maybe givers or maybe the attitude, oh yeah, don't worry, that positivity, something is different, the element is there. So you might find that subtle difference. But nevertheless, this energy is infectious. So we're going to give that energy to you so you can move forward and get your goals to be achieved. So I had a structure of this. Let's do it this way: learning, bonding, fun, and on. That's the kind of a context which I wanted to have so that you can be on track to achieve your goals. And we will keep it interactive, we'll keep it short and crisp, we'll keep it tightly adhered to the timelines. So the logistics are that the banquet, the cookies, tea, coffee, breaks, lunch is just besides. The washrooms is just outside the aisle on the right hand side, and so you can be always be comfortable. And we want to wrap it up because people have got connecting flights in the evening, so we want to wrap it up by I think by 5 o'clock or 5:30 we'll be wrapping it up. 5:30 we'll be wrapping it up because that's the way it is. So are we all good to have a great learning session and really earn and be all set to achieve your goals and understand? Yes or no? Yes. Awesome, great. So again, turn to your partner, give them a high five and say, I'm ready. Fine. So most of you have gone through the schedule of what's going to be happening. So I'm just going to run through the schedule. So there will be two tea coffee breaks. The first break will be around 11:15, 11:30. The first session is going to be started. Then we'll be breaking up for lunch from 1 to 2. You can network, you can have good lunch. Don't have too much, otherwise after 2 o'clock, Bharat will say, oh, my quiz session is going to start at 2 o'clock. It's going to be a very tough pitch for me to bat on. But हमने what strategically place किया है that okay after lunch I'm not going to talk, I'm going to give it to Bharat. So that's going to be there. So from 2 to whatever time it takes. So after that, we'll again start have some learning session, and I'm going to share some explicit things about which I normally discuss in my weekly mastermind. So I'm going to share that with you for the first time to all of you. So are we all excited for that? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Type in the comment box, PI. Okay, so let's clear it out. Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Okay, so let's do this without further ado. So let me just check this setup over here. All right. In fact, I think yes, the slides. Do you want me to dim the lights for the slides to be visible at the back?
Yes.
Yeah. So we can. Yeah. Is it better? Or you want to shut this also? Better shut. All right. Okay. So let's start this journey of are you ready to think and grow? Of course, we are all ready, otherwise, we wouldn't be over here. So, with this context in mind, has everybody got their notepads, pencils, etc.? Anybody needs some pens, pencils? Please raise your hand if you haven't got it. So just keep your hands raised for those who haven't got their pens and notepads to take notes, etc. Yeah, because please take notes. They don't trust your memory, please take notes. And as much as you interact, you're going to learn a lot. That's the real context. Now, phones on silent, please. I mean, on Zoom, I don't need to mention it, but this is something. Phones on silent, everyone? Yes? Confirm? Yes? Okay, good. So, the context is for those of you who have been a part of my community, of our community, would be will be having some kind of a repetition, but I think repetition is the first law of learning. The more you repeat some things, the more it happens. In fact, one of our mentors, Bob Proctor, he does the paradigm shift thing every time in every of his programs. Be it whatever program is, but paradigm shift has to be there. So I think Bharat will agree with this. So the repetition is the first law of learning. So even if you feel that okay, I know this, or I've heard about this, or I've seen the slide before Siddharth Shah talking about it, stop yourself, catch yourself. There would be some element which would you be getting in a different fashion. So please don't have that, okay, I know this. Because you know that knowing is not equal to doing. There's a gap. So, and this is where we want to talk about the paradigm shift. We want to plug this particular gap so that you can really start to take actions and achieve the results. So turn to your partner, give him a hand and say, I'm an action taker. I'm an action taker. Take massive action. I'm an action taker. Yeah. Awesome. So, yes. Now, the basic definition of what we want to achieve is that we all are craving for success. We all are craving for success. We want success in our life. And right from the time you've got the wisest person in the room, oldest Blazers, 11 years old, till the time we are 70, 80, everyone, I mean, the eldest in our community is 70 plus, I think. Avinash Suji is 70 plus. That's what I remember. He's from Delhi. So that's the age gap which we've got. But everybody is craving for success. Everybody wants success in their life. So it is very imperative that you are very clear about the definition of success. What do you mean by success? And it is not success based upon the definition of your parents or about what success means to your spouse or what success means to your boss or your colleague or your children. It's what success is according to you. It's about you, right? So it's very, very imperative that this definition of success is clearly is impregnated in your subconscious mind. Because only then you will be chasing that particular that shiny object, whatever we call as success, and we'll be on the climbing the wall, and the ladder is leaning on the right wall. Otherwise, we are just climbing and we find it's a wrong wall which you are climbing. So the question is, what is success according to technology? You take this slide to moving, please do that. Just having this lecture once again. Moving. Okay. So thanks. What is success according to you? So maybe you can shout out anybody who's very clear about it. Maybe you want to write it down, think about it for about 30 seconds. What is success according to you? Not according to anybody else. If anybody like to share, please raise your virtual hand. Not virtual hand, raise your hand, please. Yeah. Yes, please go ahead. If you have a handheld mic to be given, where's the mic? Okay, just pass it on. Yes, Kamlesh, right? Yeah. So when you speak up, you say, I am Kamlesh. Yeah, and everybody else will say, Hi Kamlesh. Okay, that's how we do it. Okay. Good morning, I am Kamlesh. Hi Kamlesh. Yes. Success is progressive realization of a worthy idea. I would have should not have asked a person who is from the community. I got that. Understand, you read that, you listen to replicate, that's the best part. Yeah, so success is the progressive realization of a worthy idea, the best definition of success which you have come across. So great, wonderful. So what is success according to you? I'll come to you, Palani. What is according to you? So what is the ideal for you? Please share. This is a safe room to share. Moving towards my goal, that's what I have planned. Okay, so moving towards your goal, that's what is success for you. Wonderful, very nice. Yes, Palani, you want to share? Good morning, ma'am. Very good morning. No, no, no. You say I am Palani from? I'm Palani from Chennai. So hi, Palani. My point of view, success is in four areas of the life. So one is health and well-being. The second is relationship. The third is vocation, and the fourth is time and money paid. These are the four areas I've built for success. Awesome, wonderful, very nice answer. Let's get it for Kamlesh and Palani. Awesome. Someone else from this side, please. From this side. Yes, let's give it over this one. No, you want to stand up and I am Odiswa from Mumbai. So, no, no, what's your name? My name is Odiswa. So, success for me is victory to everything. Hmm. Awesome, great. Decide what is success according to you, not according to your spouse. Yes, please, Tuti. Yes, no. Here we go. Hello, my name is Tuti. Hi, Tuti. Okay, to me, success is satisfaction to justify my name as Tuti. Ah, Tuti. Wow, that's wonderful. Very nice. Yes, it was Tuti. Awesome. So, everybody is clear about what is success according to you? Hello, everyone. Yes or no? So I give you the best definition of success which Kamlesh just mentioned right now also that I mean after reading so many books and doing so many programs, all programs are good, all books are great. But this particular definition which Earl Nightingale, I give credit to Earl Nightingale, he coined this definition in 1959 and he never changed a single word in this definition till he passed on in 1989. Bob Proctor came across this definition in 1961, and he never changed a single word till he passed on a few months back or so. So I think this is by far one of the best definition of success. It goes like this: that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Now, these are the 9 words which I think by far the one of the best definition of success. And why do I say this? And why do I say this is one of the best definition of success is? Let's break this down. I mean, many people listen to the Stranger's Secret every day. Many people know about this particular definition, but they are still not able to decipher that why. Why is this definition the best definition of success? Now, to understand this in detail, let's break this definition into 4 parts. So there are 4 keywords in this particular definition. The first keyword is progressive. The second keyword is realization. The third keyword is worthy. The fourth keyword is ideal. Now, if you break these 4 words, let's understand what you mean by every word of it. And then you'll be able to understand why success is this particular definition is the best definition of success. So let's come to the first keyword. What's the first keyword? Progressive. What do you mean by progressive? Yesterday, absolutely right. Progressive means you're moving forward. You're moving forward one step at a time. I mean, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. So if you are moving forward, if you're moving in a particular direction, if you have maybe a goal, and if you're moving one step at a time, you're not standing still, but there is some momentum. That's what you mean by progressive. So if you are maybe just standing still, if you're not growing, you're dying. There's no neutral now. How many of you agree that there is no neutral? If you're not growing, you are dying for sure. So turn to your partner and say, I'm growing. Awesome, great. So that's what you mean by progressive. Progressive means one step at a time. One step at a time. That's what you mean by progressive. Are we all clear with the first keyword definition of progressive? Yeah? Yeah. So turn to your partner and say, I know progressive. The second keyword is realization. what you mean by realization. Oh, just positive thinking. Or just ephemeral thought. Wishful thinking. Oh, that's not realization. Realization means it is happening in reality. It is not a pipe dream. I mean, if you have a goal, or let's say a money goal, so the bank balance is going to tell you पैसा बोलता है कितना bank balance है. It is not something of wishful thinking, positive thinking, jumping on the chair. No, 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 no. It's happening in reality. Let's say if you have a weight loss goal, then the weighing scale is going to tell us कि कितना वजन है, कितना कम हो रहा है, कितना है, नहीं है. So it's happening. You can use your five senses: see, smell, hear, taste, and touch to see that the goal which you are working for is realizing. That's what you mean by realization. Are we together on this? Yes. Yes. So that's what we mean by realization. And it's very important that your goals have to be experienced using your five senses. Otherwise, it's just some wishful positive thinking, and that's where it is not a working idea. That's what we mean by realization. Run to your partner and say, I know realization. You're not going to sleep in my program for sure. And because my heart will loud like a shampoo. But the third one is worthy. Most people do not understand the real meaning of the word worthy. And they have some context, but worthy is something which is very, very important. What do you mean by worthy? Worthy means is the goal for which you're working for. Worthy of you, worthy of your talent, worthy of your skill sets, worthy of your abilities. I mean, for example, my goal, coaching or think and knowledge, is it worthy of me? Of course. It's worthy of my talent, my skill set, my abilities, for sure. I can trade my life for. Can you trade your life for your goal? If yes, it is definitely a worthy goal. I mean, having a goal of a car or a holiday, that's good. That's fine. Have a short-term goal, no problem about it. But really, do you want to trade your life for that car? Ask yourself. Ask yourself. You want to really trade your life for that? Some people say, okay, I want to become financially free. That's a worthy idea. But you can go, you can really become financially free in a variety of ways. Drug trafficking, pornography, prostitution. Ask yourself, is it worthy of you to become financially free? No. That's where you should ask yourself, no, is this goal really worthy of me? That's what you mean by worthy. How many of you got a different context of a worthy thing? Yeah. That's the real context. Most people don't understand this particular word worthy. So whenever you have a question, ask yourself, okay, yeah, can I trade my life for that particular goal? And if the question is yes, then definitely it is a worthy goal for you. Okay. So turn to your partner and say, I know worthy. And the fourth one, the final key word is ideal. Ideal. William James, in the last century, defined the word ideal as an ideal is an idea with which you have fallen in love. An ideal is an idea with which you have fallen in love. Do you really love your goal? Are you passionate about what you want to do in your life? Yes, then it is definitely an ideal for you. I mean, some people say, "वैसा बहुत है business में यार, लेकिन शाम को मजा नहीं आता यार. I don't feel satisfied, fulfilled, and accomplished." Maybe that is not an ideal for you, right? Maybe say, "your job is good, but boss गाली देता है कभी-कभी." Oh, maybe that is not an ideal for you. Yeah. So you really ask yourself, do you really love what you do? Yes, then definitely it is an ideal. Yes, please. Yeah, it's a nice bit of worthy of worship. Absolutely fine. You can really, like, your work is worship. Your worship, that's the context. Your work, the labor of love, that's one of the riches of life, Nathan. Yeah. Are you clear on this? Yeah, awesome. So, are we clear on what do you mean by an ideal? An ideal is an idea with which you have fallen in love. And when you fall in love with your idea, there is no competition. There is absolutely no competition. You are one of the best in whatever field you're doing. So, I mean, it's an evolving journey. So, are we clear on the word ideal? If yes, turn to your partner and say, I know ideal. So, let's connect the dots together. So, who succeeds in life? The only person who succeeds is the person who is progressively realizing a worthy ideal. The only person who succeeds is the person who is progressively realizing a worthy ideal. Now, what this definition does, why I say this is one of the best definition of success. Why? Because this definition gives you a feeling of success right now at the present, in the present moment, even if the goal is not achieved, because success is not a destination. Success is a journey. Success is a journey. So you are already a success if you have a goal of becoming a CEO of the company and if you're moving one step at a time. So you are already a success. You are a success right now if you have a weight loss goal. If you have a weight loss goal, if you're doing something or the other, reducing your calories, burning your calories, reducing your weight every day, you're already a success, not after you achieve your weight loss goals. You are already a success. Let's say if you want to become financially free and if you're saving some money, investing for your financial freedom, you are already a success. What this definition does, it gives you a feeling of inspiration. It gives you a feeling of that sense of fulfillment and accomplishment. That yes, I am a success right now. And what it does, that because you feel successful, you attract that success. That's the real reason I think this is by far one of the best definition of success. Don't you think so that you are feeling successful right now after that definition of success? Yes or no? Yeah. So turn to your partner, give them a huge hand and say, I am a success. Yes, that every one of us is a grand success. And I think this is by far one of the best definitions of success which we have ever come across. Now, just a quick check over here. It's 25 minutes past 10 o'clock. Am I going with the right pace, speed, comprehension levels? Everything is fine. Do I need to go slow? Hindi, English? Is it everybody is fine with this? Yeah. Everyone, yes? Okay, go ahead. Yes. So let's take it to the next level. See, one of the key reasons of all success, key characteristics of all successful people is that they have got something which we call as goals. Goals. Everybody has goals in life. All successful people have goals in life. We talk about Elon Musk, he has a goal. Jeff Bezos has a goal. Ambani has a goal. Adani has a goal. Mark Zuckerberg has a goal. All successful people have goals in life. So it's very important to have goals in life. Why it is important to have goals? That's just like all Nightingale says. If you don't have a goal, you are a ship without a radar, going nowhere to go. I was listening to all Nightingale and came across this very wonderful line. See, 99.99% times the captain is going to maneuver the ship to the destination. Do you all agree with this?
Yes.
Unless 0.1% some weather condition, etc. Otherwise, it's going to be going. Now, the context is very different. Okay, we have listened to strangers here, people that all successful people have want to have goals in life. So we also want to have goals in life. The context which I'm going to say over here is different. Can we have this a little bit of a different angle over here? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So look at this. The captain knows this is my destination. I want to reach to, let's say, a destination. That's the port of call. Now, when he is in the high seas, he cannot see through his naked eyes, to his eyes, that port of call, right? But eventually, he does every day something or the other on the ship, and eventually he reaches to the goal destination. Am I making sense? Or you, if you have a goal, and it's not necessary for you to actually see that goal realizing right now at this moment through your eyes, but through your third eye, through your vision, if you can see that goal, see that destination, and if you keep on doing some work every day, isn't it a done deal you're going to achieve that goal? Are you seeing that the corollary, the analogy, what he's trying to say? You don't need to see it right now. Some people say fact is fact. कहाँ पे पैसा account में बोलो ना. Where is it? So some people are very practical people, but that is not the context over. If you have your third eye vision that this is my goal, this is my destination which I want to go, and if I'm doing some actions every day, that's the I believe when we talk about that, the goal achieving actions. That's where we are eventually going to achieve the goals. So all successful people have goals in life. They succeed because they know their destination. Laksh unko pata hai कि this is where I want to go. Because without that, we are just going to be drifters. We're just going to react situations and circumstances, and that's where so more 95% people don't have goals in life. I'll give you some context over here. Some people say, I want to become happy. Okay? Well, happiness is not a goal, it is a byproduct. It's a result of something happening in your life. Do you all agree with this?
Yes.
Everybody wants to be happy. Who wants to be sad in life? Right? Nobody wants to be. कोई है क्या? पूछो. Ask your partner. Do you want to be sad in life? Nobody wants to be sad in life. Right? So that's not a goal, but most people have that goal. Want to be happy, but that's not a goal. That's a result of something else. Most people say, "I want to be healthy," but who wants to be sick? In life? Anybody wants to be sick in life? Hello? Nobody wants to be sick in life. So when people say these, okay, I want to be healthy, I want to be wealthy, well, they don't know exactly what they want. And that is the real reason they do not achieve the success which they truly desire in their life. Can you see the context that when you meet people, they don't know what they really want? But I'm sure in this room, we are not in that particular category. Right? We are in that 2% or 5% people who have got real specific measurable time bound goals. And that is the real reason. That's the kind of goals which I really want you to have, your working idea. Okay. So are we all game for that kind of a being the 2%, 5% bracket? Turn to your partner and say, game on! Game on! Awesome. Great. So who succeeds in life? People with goals succeed. They know exactly where they are going. And over here, I'm going to talk about a simple exercise of goal setting. And again, you can revise it. New financial year will start. So maybe some new targets which you got to achieve. You can definitely have that kind of goals to have over here. And for the live streamers who want to watch on YouTube, you can definitely have this also for you. So that you can thank you for Jay Prakasi for doing this live stream. By the way, if you can just put on a Telegram group and that we are live, and maybe you can go on my YouTube channel and maybe say, okay, fine, come join us live because we are live on YouTube and live stream is going on. So please go on my YouTube channel. Give take 5 minutes, but take what 30 seconds for you. Please go on YouTube and really go to Siddharth Shah and really say, okay, we are live over here in Chennai, and you're part of the Think and Knowledge community. Do that, please, so that people can really get benefit of this particular session. Every one of you. So you can type Siddharth Shah Think and Knowledge. You can comment, okay, everyone can comment over there. I am a TAGR champion. Yeah, let's do that. I am a TAGR champion. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So Ravi, even you can put on the Telegram group that we are live on YouTube. If anybody wants to actually watch it, they can watch it on YouTube. Once you are done, type in the comment box D for done, or maybe just turn to your partner and say, I'm a TAGR champion. Once it's done. Okay?
Yes, thanks for coming.
Coming. Awesome. Yes. All right, let's be back over here. So, are we all clear? Yeah, you can mute now. You can mute. Are we all clear with that why we need to have goals in life? Everybody, yes? Yes or no?
Yes.
Where's the energy to please keep your phone? Where's the energy to please say yes?
Yes.
Awesome, great. So out of your phones, come back over here. Now, throughout history, there have been debates on a variety of things, but there hasn't been a debate on this one particular thing, which is I call the master key to success and the master key to failure. And many of us know about this particular master key to success. And what's the master key? So some people question why it is the master key to success, right? So let's yes, absolutely, you're right. So this is one master key to success, but the caveat is this is also a master key to failure. So it is not the key is the same, but it opens the door to two different doors. One is the door towards your success, and the second is the door towards your failure. It's you who decide that how exactly which door I have got to open that particular master. You have got that choice. We as human beings have got that choice. So what is that master key to success? So I mean, as a CA, MBA topper ranker, when I came across this master key, I said, I know this man. So I know what positive thinking, I know all that stuff. And it didn't make a single difference in my life. My results were like miserable the same way earlier. So intellectual comprehension of this idea is not going to make a difference in your results. And when I reveal this master key, and you say, I know this, knowing is not equal to doing. So intellectual comprehension is not going to make a difference. Only when you really impact subconsciously at a deeper level, emotional level, only then it is going to make a difference in your life. So that is my caveat. I don't want you to go through that ordeal or journey of where you just get connected intellectually and it's not going to make a difference. So are we all really going at a deeper level, on an emotional level, so that we can really use this master key to achieve our success? Yes. So turn to your partner and say, I'm ready for this. So what is the master key? The master key to success is it's in the 6 words. We become what we think about. We become what we think about. We become what we think about. That's the master key to success and the master key to failure. Now, when I say this intellectually, oh, I know this, but that's not what we're going to do. So, how do we really get emotionally connected to this? And to get emotionally connected, let's understand that why do we become what we think about? What's the real context? So, it's based on a natural law. So, these principles are based on natural laws. One of the natural laws is as you sow, so shall you reap. So, it's just like a farmer, it's based on natural law, just like a farmer sows the seed in the fertile land. So the soil is immoral. Soil doesn't care what you're going to plant. You can plant whatever you want to plant, it's going to fructify for sure. So that's the real context. The point is, whatever you're sowing in your subconscious mind, that is what is going to come. So as you sow, so shall you reap. Now, to compare this analogy, the soil is nothing but your human mind. The human mind. So the human mind is nothing but the soil. The problem is most people have that what's the seed? The seed is nothing but the idea, the goal which you want. That's the seed, that's the idea, the goal which you want to achieve. Most people have this impregnated only on the conscious level. When they listen to YouTube, they go to motivation programs today, all programs are great, all books are great, YouTube channels are great. But they are just in having that idea or goal only in their conscious mind. And what happens? If the seed is not planted inside the soil, it is going to disintegrate. Only when the seed is planted inside, it is above the soil, it is going to disintegrate. Only when it is planted inside the soil, it is going to germinate, right? So your job is to get emotionally connected. Once the human mind is like the fertile soil, once you are able to plant that goal in your emotional mind, what happens? The harvest is going to be there. You are very connected with the infinite intelligence, and from there you are going to attract whatever you want to have. And that's like a natural law. So no matter how much motivational programs you do, no matter how many books you read or programs you attend or maybe YouTube channels you listen to, until and unless you get emotionally connected to that particular idea, it is not going to work. So it is based on the natural law. And we do this in detail when we do the stick person concept in the second half. So are we all ready for that deeper level of understanding today?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So we will do that in detail in the second half also on this. So at this moment, just understand this. Intellectual comprehension not going to make a difference. Only when you plant it in the subconscious mind, that's the way. And how do we plant it? We'll explain to you. So there are different ways of doing this, but understand this. When we do this, let's connect this with a person having a goal. And all I can put this beautifully. If you have a goal, and if you are thinking about that goal, and if you're taking action towards that goal, right? And what's the law? We become what we think about it. It's a matter of time we're going to achieve that. There's no doubt, there's no fear, there's no worry, there's no anxiety. So again, I repeat this. It's a very simple common sense. अगर आपके पास गोल है और आप सोच रहे हो गोल के बारे में, and we become what we think about. If you have a goal, if you're thinking about that goal, and if you're taking action towards that goal, it is just a matter of time you're going to achieve that goal. Totally, it's a very simple way, but most simple things are not understood. Right? Most simple thing. It's a very simple law, but we have that doubt, fear, anxiety, and that's where this entire law is integrated. Okay, so turn to your partner and say, it's simple to succeed. Simple. It's not difficult. It's simple to succeed. Awesome. Now, how many of you want to know the real context of think and grow rich? I mean, think and grow rich. Yeah, real. So when I used to do, I started a journey in India when I came with the license, and I had to go through all the upheavals, and people used to say, sir, where is your Lamborghini? Show me your mansion in Dubai. Think and grow rich now, where are you? So that was gone through lots of audios in it. So yeah. But the real context is not just money in the bank. Think and grow rich is more about the way of living. And if you really want to understand what Napoleon Hill said is read Think and Grow Rich with Peace of Mind. That is his last book. And that will really understand what exactly we mean the rich, what is the true richness in life. So in Think and Grow Rich, Rich is equal to money in the bank. That's normal, ordinary way. I'm not saying money is not important. Money is very important in life. That's one of the most important things. ऐसा सब कुछ नहीं करके पैसा बहुत कुछ होता है. Okay, so we got to have money in the bank. But the context is that we got to have a holistic perspective. And when I say holistic perspective, we have to look at there are 12 riches of life, not just one richness in life. So we have a separate session on that on 12 riches of life also. But to understand why 12 riches of life, how many of you are aware of law of attraction over here? I say I. Yeah. So law of attraction, you like attracts like very famous, became a secret villain movie, and everybody is doing more the law of attraction. So the biggest distinction of law of attraction is you will never attract what you want in your life. You will only attract who you are. You will only attract who you are. And once you understand the 12 riches of life, once you understand the 12 riches of life, you start to see the riches around you everywhere. Everywhere you start to see the riches around you. And once you start to see the riches around you, you start to feel that richness. And once you start to feel that richness, you become that richness. Once you become that richness, money is going to come to your account so fast, so furious. Like printing press, you're going to attract the money. You'll be shocked and surprised. कि कहाँ पैसा छुपा सकते हैं सामने. That's what happened with me when I really understood the 12 riches of life. So you really got to go deeper into the particular principle. So when people say, "Oh, think and grow rich, ah, कितना पैसा है बैंक में?" So okay, fine, we are at a very superficial level, but we need to understand that the other 11 riches of life. So I'll just give you a glimpse. Positive mental attitude, that's one of the top riches of life. Sound health, that's richness in life. Freedom from fear, that's richness. Harmony in human relations, hope of future achievement, capacity of applied faith. These are the different further on. 12 riches of life. You really got to not just intellectual comprehension take marks, but really get burned into your subconscious mind. That's when you can convert yourself into a learning manager. You'll be shocked and amazed if ऐसा कैसे आप attract करते हो. And it's a beautiful experience to understand how you can convert yourself into a money magnet. How many of you want to experience that at least once in their lifetime how it feels like a money magnet? Go to type your go to your partner and say, I want to become a money magnet. It's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling. Now, yeah, I'm a money magnet. Yes. Now, to get this context right, how do we do this? We say we focus on two categories of goals. Only two goals. How many? Two goals. Now you say, Siddharth Shah, why only two, man? I want 4, I want 20, I want the whole world. I know, but let's say this is a law. The law of diminishing returns says the more the number of goals, the lesser the chances of you to achieve the goals. जितने ज़्यादा goal, उतने chances कम आपके goal को achieve करने के. So you have only two. How many? Two. The first is your personal goal. The second is your professional goal. Okay. So P1 and P2, these are the two goals you focus on. So I want really to have this particular 12th of March as a day for you. Even if you have got your goals, revisit your goals once again, no problem. Or you can really start off with, okay, fine, I want to have this perspective for the next financial year, 22, 23 coming up, but focus only on these two categories of goals. So are you all ready for this? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah. Fine. P1 is nothing but your personal goals. Personal goals show this beautiful statement that your personality, your personality defines your personal reality. Right? So something what can come your personal goals? Your health goals can come for sure. I mean weight loss, maybe weight gain, maybe some lifestyle disease, maybe something connected to your some chronic disease, God forbid. So anything which is connected to your health will definitely come to your personal goals. What else will come? Your relationship goals will come. Good relationship with your better half, maybe with your kids, with your parents, with your colleagues, with your boss, superiors, subordinates. So any relationship goal, you want to attract a dream partner in your life, that will come in the relationship goal. So any goal which is connected to your relationship will definitely come in this particular category. What else will come? Your habit goals. Yeah, I want to become a 5 Club member. Yeah, I want to maybe kill that bad habit of smoking or procrastination. I want to have that habit of cooking, etc. So something which is connected to your habit goal will definitely come in your personal goals. So very close to your heart, that kind of a category which is there, which is in your personal goals. So take a moment. Maybe we already do. We give you about 5 minutes for articulating your goals. But are we all clear with your P1 goals? Yeah. Yes. So like turn to your partner and say, I know my P1 goals. Awesome. The second is your professional goals. P2. इसमें क्या है? Money in the bank. Everybody wants money in the bank. So something which is connected to your career. maybe in a particular position which you want to achieve in your career in your company. Maybe if you're network marketing, that particular position in network marketing industry. Maybe your business turnover, maybe your net profits, maybe something which is your SIPs, your investments, your net worth statement. So if you're an export, a number of countries you want to export. If you are having cities across India, number of cities you want to have offices in. So something which is connected to your career, your profession, your money goal, your money in the bank goal is going to come in that particular professional goal. Okay? Something which is measurable, tangible, that's the real context of it. I think we should have a breakthrough in this particular category. That's very, very important for all of us. So are we absolutely clear with what is your professional goals? Everyone, yes? So turn to your partners, I know my P2 goals. Now, now what we do, we do this. It's 10:45 right now, 44 right now. So you have your notepads and your pens ready.
Yes.
So take about 5 minutes time and really articulate what is your goal which you want to achieve in your these two categories, P1 and P2. Every one of you.
How
Yeah.
many in each category?
One in each category. One in each category. Yeah, thank you for asking the question. Don't make an essay of that. Okay. Okay. So one, and how do you narrow out that particular one? Ask yourself this question: that if this goal is achieved in this year, and yeah, if this goal is achieved, fine, it's okay. I should have gone for something better. If that is the feeling, then that should not be your particular specific one breakthrough goal. So one breakthrough P1 goal and one breakthrough P2 goal. Every one of you. Are we all together on this? Everyone, we all have your notepads, pens ready?
Yes.
Yeah. So we start the timer. It's about 5 minutes. Time I'm going to give you. Time right now is 10:45. So 3, 2, 1, and begin. I'll just start some good music for you also to do this. Okay. And your goals you can write down with whatever you want to achieve. Whatever mind you can do. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. No, it's your goal. Yeah, your goal. Start finishing up. Start finishing up. 1 minute. Start finishing up. All right, and stop. Okay. Are we all done on this? Yes. Yes. Is every one of you. You can sit on the chairs, no problem. Maybe A, and the other one is B. And about maximum 2 minutes for one person to share about your goals to the other person. Another person just listens. Okay, no coaching, training. अरे ऐसा कैसे बोल रहा है? Just listen. Okay, what's the goal? And once I say switch, the A stops and B starts. And the B takes about 2 minutes time. That's the way you want to share your goals with your partners. So do not carry. Do not share with a person whom you already know. Do not share with a person whom you already know. Meet a person whom you don't know. Really be open about sharing your goals with a person whom you don't know. Are you getting the context? Because now मुझे पता है आपका goal, so that really kills that entire enthusiasm about your goals. So all the team members, no sharing within the teams, okay? And family members, no sharing within the family members. Hello, that's the caveat, okay? So some stranger, and for that, if you want to get up, you can just go maybe any of the corner of the room and really start doing it. So maybe just I'm going to give you about 1 minute to select your partner. Come on, 3, 2, 1, and select your partner. Come on, guys, come on. Fine. You put one. So one suggestion was given that if a participant at this moment in the room, uh, your attention please. Hello. Hello. So if you are someone who is not yet a part of our community, pick a person who is already a part that help you. Pick up. Yeah. So if you are someone who is not yet a part of our community, pick a person who is already a part that will help you. That's the context of it. Are you all clear on this, everyone?
Yeah, I can help you for not
Okay, so Raviji and Naginaga ji are there for people who can help you. Okay, without further time, your time starts now. So everyone, are we all clear? Do we have a pair? Do we have a pair? Yes, sir. So all the A's, raise your hand. A's in the couple. A's, raise your hand. Okay. Everyone A's sorted over there. Okay. Please keep your hands down. B's, raise your hand. Okay, now B's begin. So time starts now. 3, 2, 1, we begin. One minute more for B. 1 minute more for B. 1 minute more for B. Keep sharing for 2 minutes. Keep sharing for 2 minutes. Okay, please, you want more time? You want more time? Yes or no? You want more time? Okay. Okay. These are okay. Maybe some new members are there. They want some more time. So 2 minutes bonus for these. 2 minutes bonus for these. Okay. Done. Well, you pick up the right people now. Okay, so we start finishing up. We start finishing up. And stop. Now, Ace begin. Ace, your turn to share. Ace, please begin. Ace, your turn. Ace, your turn. Ace, fine.
Charging point? Yes, yes. That is being used for video. Don't be in front of that. That's being used for video. Sorry. हाँ जी आपका नाम मुझे मैं पिछली मणिकोंडा
All right, Ace, start finishing up. All right, Ace, start finishing up, please. Done, everyone. And stop. Okay, come back on the seats, please, every one of you. Yeah. Awesome, amazing. Now, who would like to share? Who would like to share their one goal in one sentence? Who would like to share?
She's the department of our one.
Who might be?
Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead. Even Ranga, I guess you want to share first. Please go ahead. Yeah, take this one.
So I would like to share my
So,
personal goal.
your first, say your name, please.
Yeah, I'm Ranganayaki from Chennai.
What did you say?
Yesterday we heard that there's a song of your name. So you have to sing that now. Other people start singing for you.
Yeah, so what's your goal, man?
My goal actually, I've been into music for long years, from my childhood. It's a gap now. So now I have to pick up. I've decided to learn every day one kriti or kirtan or bhajan and then practice on veena. I started playing veena. I'm a beginner in veena. So now I've decided to sit on veena also.
Wow. Someone from this side wants to share their goal, please. Anybody from this side, please? maybe a personal goal, professional goal, anybody? Yes, please.
I want to complete my Rajkumar,
Hi, Rajkumar.
Chennai. I'm about to complete my PhD very successfully. So that is when.
You want to become
Yeah,
Dr. Rajkumar?
currently I'm in thesis writing.
So you want to complete your PhD. That's a good, awesome, wonderful. Can we hear it up for Rajkumar? Awesome. So let's move on. I mean, I know you want to share your goals, but in the interest of time, let's move forward. So let me just start my PowerPoint, and this is where the thing starts to shift. Okay. So yeah, Uma, you want to so we give us down. All right. So now, I mean, I've done many goal setting programs, and by the way, all goal setting programs are great, and I learned a lot from all of them. How many of you have heard about your goals have to be smart? Yeah, many of you, right? Goals have to be smart. And मुझे तो because Siddharth smart बन जा, goals को smart बना दे. So all goals, I mean, that was the context, and nothing wrong or bad about those goal setting programs, but that's the way it is. And SMART is an acronym for 5 keywords: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Well, that's one method of goal setting. But I mean, in Think and Grow Rich, the starting point of your paradigm shift is that your goals need not be smart. That's the context. Your goals need not be smart. Have only 3 parameters: specific, measurable, and time bound. How many parameters? 3. 3 parameters. How many parameters? 3 parameters. Your goals need not be achievable. Your goals need not be realistic. Now, this is where things start to shift. This is where really your paradigm starts to shift. This is where, I mean, when I came across this concept like the left brain or CMP topper ranker, this was really like hitting on my hand. Okay, what is this happening? Why is this goal are not smart? So, to understand this, let's look at this way. When we say in Think and Grow Rich, the first step is when you decide exactly what do you want? Decide exactly, lock in. What do you really want in your life? For example, let's say if you want X amount of money in the bank, you decide exactly what is the money which you want. Not say I want more money, I'll give you a 500 rupees loan. You'll have more money. But that's not your goal, right? You want to have X amount, exactly decide what is the money which you want to have. Maybe 1 crore, 5 crore, 10 crore, 100 crore. Decide exactly, bank balance bolega. Second, let's say, when we say deciding exactly, you focus only on 3 parameters which I mentioned to you: specific, measurable, time bound. For example, let's say money in the bank goal, specific. Measurable, bank is going to measure. Time bound by what date? Pass. 3 parameters met. Let's say if it's a health goal. Okay, fine. So weight loss goal. Weight loss, okay, fine. Specific, kitna वजन कम करना है? Measurable, the weighing scale is going to measure. And by what date? Time bound. Pass. 3 parameters: specific, measurable, and time bound. But when you are making your goals and when you're focusing on the what? Never, ever focus on the how. I don't have the skill set, I don't have the abilities, I don't have the experience, never ever focus on the how when you're focusing on the what. One step at a time. One step at a time. Now, this is where really things start to change. So, when you say, I want to achieve the grand success, and we say, I want to go from this present situation and I want to achieve this grand goal, how do I go about it? Okay, I'll do some research, I'll do some marketing, I will do some training, I will maybe raise some money, I will hire someone, and I will achieve the goal. Well, that's all fine. That's based on the logic, fast trends, CAGR, compounded annual growth rates, your left brain, right? Now, have you seen a person whose success journey is like this, like a straight line? Rarely. I mean, look at in your community, in your competition, the grand success people, their journey would not be like a straight line. Never ever like just like a straight line. Normally, the journey would be looking like this. They start from the same situation and they take a leap of faith. They go to the next level and then, oh gosh, Corona. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and then they grind. And one fine day they say, okay, now I got that particular goal. It's almost like a roller coaster ride. It's never a straight line. Now, again, to substantiate this fact, I want to quote Steve Jobs in his famous speech at Stanford, made a profound statement that you cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you got to trust that somehow the dots are going to connect. What is Steve Jobs trying to tell us in this particular statement? And he's saying that when Nokia was selling communicators in the market, the trend was more the number of buttons, higher the pricing. That was a trend in the market. Steve Jobs said, I'm going to come out with a phone with just one button. I don't know how it's going to be made. I don't know how the market is going to react. I don't know from where how the glass is going to come. I don't know anything about the how. But he focused on what he wanted and he transformed the entire industry. He made Apple the most valuable company on planet Earth. He made $1 trillion market cap touching. That's the kind of market cap is there. So he's saying that only, okay, one more example, classic example, the Wright brothers. थोड़ा तो अचीवेबल रखो गोल यार, थोड़ा तो रियलिस्टिक सोचो, ग्रेविटी समझ में आती है आपको? How can this thing fly? Be realistic in life, man. If they would have thought of realistic goals, the world would have been a different place. Right now, the world something like seeing the sky, right? So the context is never ever have smart goals. Only after you achieve your goals, you'll be able to connect the dots backwards. So I came to Chennai, I was in Nacha, Facebook, and blah, 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 and that's how you achieve the goal. You can only connect the dots backwards. Make sense?
Yes.
So turn to your partner and say, I am willing not to be smart. Now, that's how this was really like a on my head it hit me. When I had done so many coaching training programs, I read so many books, so many YouTube channels, it really hit on my head. Smart, and it was completely out of the box. This is the starting point of your paradigm shift. Now, given this context over here, we are saying that your goals have only 3 parameters: specific, measurable, time bound, need not be achievable, need not be realistic. This is what I call the think and grow with your goal setting, which unfortunately no program taught me, no book, no coach trainer taught me, but it became like a bulb-on moment for me, and that completely changed my life. I mean, I didn't know that this is going to happen when I started my journey. I didn't know achievable, didn't know anything at all about it, didn't have the money, didn't have the time, etc. That's the real context. And when it came like a bullet in my head, like a bulb-on moment for me. And I think when you really get this idea, it should be a bulb-on moment for you. So, okay, काम करो, अपने partner को कहना like just a bulb-on हुआ, आज bulb-on हुआ, something like that. Just turn your partner and bulb-on. That's a bulb-on moment for us. Now look at see, I'll give you a context over here. Before we go further ahead, many of you have made your goals right now, right? Look at your P2 goal. Look at your P2 goal. More so on your P2 goal. And how many of you would like to maybe change, increase, add a zero, or multiply that goal which you just wrote down in your P2 goal after what you understood with this particular category? Say, most of you. Now, that is what you see the difference. What you wrote 10 minutes before in your P2 goal, that's your past friends, your CAGR coming across, right? And what you are thinking right now as your P2 goal, that's the think and grow context. Are you seeing the distinction of goal setting between your normal goal setting and the intent projection? Are you seeing the power which you can unleash by this simple starting point is changing? That's how the game changes. That's how the ball game. In fact, all the members in our community have got this. They didn't know how they were going to get it, but they just started their journey, and that's how it actually happened. So now, can anybody tell me? This is going to be a very distinction. Anybody that this is what I wrote before, following the earlier whatever method of technology you have been setting, and with this now you're going to change your P2 goal. Anybody like to share that background? Or we go and share. Yes.
Before I had indicated that
Good morning, this is Khalil.
Hi.
Before I had indicated, I would like to sell Python courses on Teachable to 10,000 people by 31st of December 2022. After, the number changed to 1 million.
So, anybody else like to share? Something shifted in you? Anybody? Yes, please. Yes. So, we missed out on welcoming Khalid. Please say your name first, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. I am Ramesh from Kerala.
Hello, Ramesh.
Earlier I wrote 50 crores turnover. Now I changed it to 100 crores.
Let's have a chance. Your email is also to share something. Anybody, you share. Difference between P1 and P2. Come on, guys. Share. If you are sharing in this room, yeah, you go. Okay. Amazing.
Good morning, I'm Prashant from Pai.
Hi, Prashant.
Okay. Money in bank, I wrote it 2 now I changed it 5
Yes. That's the real power. You don't need to know how. You like track that way. That's the real context over here. Bharat, I want to share what the way you understood about your goal setting when you went what technology. Yeah, please go ahead.
Can you just repeat the question?
So your normal smart goal setting, and now the paradigm shift setting of not focusing on the how.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Bharat Mehwala. When I was talking about the goal part, I was listening to Bob Proctor, and he said one thing, that if you don't know the goal that you want to, how to get the goal, to come to me, I'll show you. What he's talking about. I mean, he doesn't know anything about the context that I'm talking about. How will he show? That was the first time when I got associated with Bob Proctor. So I was just wondering that how can he show me? And I was thinking, like, can I actually set a goal which I'm not aware as to how to set a goal? So that was the first thing. Like, as we said, the SMART goals are setting SMART goals, and there was nothing context that whether you are aware of it or not, but just jump into it. So I said, let me just try for it. He's saying so that he's going to show me to get the goal that even I'm not aware of. So that out of the SMART, A, R, O, nikal diya. A and R just wiped off and jumped there, deep dive into it. And that actually came up to that how that's also of course what he's showing, and that's what even Prophet was showing, that you are actually, because whatever the mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. And that's how basically you get hooked onto it. Because if you can see it in your mind, you can go into your hand. And that's how
So on that note, I think I've got lots and lots of content to understand why is it this content. But on that note, it's about 2-3 minutes to 11:15. Yes, that is the schedule. 11:15 is the working time. Yes, it's ready. Then coffee is ready. Yes. Yeah. So 11:15 to 11:30 we'll break for a short break, a short tea coffee break. Okay. Yeah. So we'll be back at 11:30. And when you are networking with people around, just also observe कि यार अभी मैं how can I change my game? How can I level up my game to the next level? I mean, really have that thought. When I'm just leaving this thought over here of not focusing on the how, really go and in that particular session, in this break, with that particular thought, and come back fully charged up. We go to the next level. Are we all game for that?
Yes.
So on a count of 3, please rise up with full energy and let it go, release it, and then we start again. So 3, 2, 1, and get up, please.
Yes.
Now, let's release this and we meet at 11:30 sharp. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's hear it for everyone, guys. Come on.
Stop. Yeah.